Hey, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Let Facebook warm up here. Wake up a few people out there. Good morning to you. Happy day, happy Tuesday. When you come on, just give a little wave if you're catching this live. Love to hear from you. Say hello, don't be bashful, don't be shy. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Dose, episode number 51. We'll get going here in just a moment. Beautiful day, beautiful start today. I'm sitting on my front porch. You just see the shingles in the back there. That's just the front of our house, just a part of it. And good morning to you. Good morning, Kim. Appreciate you. Today we're going to be talking about hangry. Maybe you've heard the term hangry before. We'll get into it in just a moment. Good morning. Hope you're doing awesome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a great plan this week. An exciting week ahead. Maybe not so exciting. Well, anyway, let's just jump in. This is the Daily Dose. My name is Mark Avens. I am an online coach. I help moms and dads, busy moms and dads, men and women over 40, typically over 40, and I help them with their weight loss goals, and not just getting the weight off, but keeping the weight off without long workouts and impossible diets. That's, as a profession, that's what I do. I have a 21-day challenge. You may have heard of it, seen it. Maybe you heard about it from a friend. Maybe you're jumping on here for the very first time. You're like, I heard about your challenge, but I never heard about this Daily Dose. So what is the Daily Dose? Daily Dose is a daily dose of encouragement. And why I started doing this 51 days ago, 51 days straight of a daily dose at 8 a.m., is because right now we're living in a time where we could all use more encouragement, and in a world where there's lots of discouraging things, discouraging thoughts, discouraging things to see, discouraging things to hear, discouraging things to speak out of our mouths. And with all those things, I just want to not lay a bunch of fluff out there, literally give you some just useful encouragement. I say useful, that there's value in this. And if my encouragement to you, if it helps just one person, then it's satisfying for me. And I want to talk to you about thinking about satisfying, about hunger. So my question to you is, your hunger leaving you hangry? And we're going to talk about that for a moment. And if you think of hangry, I will be the first to admit that I am that hangry person. Well, we're just talking about food now, and there's lots of things you could be hangry about. But let's just talk the most common thing you've heard of somebody. Man, I'm just hangry. Well, my wife knows if I don't eat for a period of time, I get angry. I get angry and I'm hungry. When I'm hungry, I get angry, and that together is hangry. So my question to you is, are you hangry? Is your hunger making you hangry? Is your hunger leaving you hangry? And with that, I want to relate this to a story, pretty much the difference between fast food and the Michelin star experience. So when I say that, if you think of fast food, and I have a story to tell you, and I'm going to share that with you in just a moment. Everything is fast food now, if you think about it. Aside from fast food, right? You think of just the fast food industry, you run in, boom, or maybe you're online and the next thing you know, you order your food and it's at your house. That may be your circumstances, but just typical for like a fast food restaurant. And you think of things like fast food, right? The food we eat, would go to like a chain restaurant, go through the drive-thru, and boom, boom, boom. It's in and out, it's done, it's already prepared, it's already made. We get it, instant gratification, boom, 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 we eat it. I always think of that, seems to, for whatever reason, the things that come quick, come easy, not satisfied. Like as soon as, honestly, even something that's like fast food that may even taste good, as soon as you're done with it, it's like, oh, why do I feel so terrible now? You think of like the classic example of a lot of fast food and what it does. I'm not even talking about calories and putting weight on and any of that stuff. I'm just thinking about how you feel after eating fast food. And it tastes good, it smells good. Like they go into a lot of research and they take a lot of time to make things smell really good, to like enhance the senses and stuff. But it seems like as soon as you're done with the fries and the burger and the shake, is like, you feel lethargic, you're feeling, miserable. Then you don't even want to, get on the scale later, right? You know what I'm saying. if this doesn't resonate, chances are this message isn't for you. But if you have ever been hangry before, or you've been in this kind of fast food, it's kind of leaving you unsatisfied. And isn't that the case with not just food, with the things like all the other food, the fast food that's out there, you know, the things that we consume, if you will, you know, fast news and fast media and fast everything, right? Everything is so fast now. Google, like the phone, fast, instantaneous. This is not to knock all those things, because there's a good purpose. Look, I'm able to do this online and give you this daily dose, and it's fast, it's instant. I just click the button and I'm online, and I get to talk to people all over the world, and I think that's an amazing thing. But I also feel that fast food can leave you unsatisfied. And it's kind of like that if you think of the fast food in the restaurant business, but think of all the other things. Like Amazon Prime, for instance. Remember, like back in the day when we used to have to order something through like a magazine? And maybe I'm aging myself, but I remember going through like the Sears wish book and looking in like maybe even November around Thanksgiving, and we could look in the wish book and then order it, and it'd take maybe 30, 40 days. And we thought that was amazing because it just gets shipped to your door. And now, I kid you not, like instant, talk about instant. And maybe it's not so instant. Maybe you're getting pissed off because your Amazon Prime stuff's not getting delivered the same day. I don't even know how that happens, but I remember ordering things not too long ago where you'd order it in the morning and it'd show up on your door that afternoon. Blows me away. So we're really just conditioned, if you will, over, you know, the period of how the world works. And a lot of stuff is just instant gratification, instantaneous, instant results, instant things. And it makes me think of back at like fast food when I was in college. I'll never forget. I got to share this with you. I hope you stay on. Carol, good morning. Misty, good morning. Sarah, I'm going to say good morning to you. Appreciate you for being on here. Thank you for watching so much. Listen, if you like this and you find this encouraging, all I ask is that you share it with one of your friends. You can share it to your page. You can share it in a message. Instant. You can do that instant. Here's the thing. The only thing instant for me is if it instantly gives you some encouragement, then that is a job well done. And listen, so back when I was in college, I went to school in Vermont. You got to hear this story. This is my first 2 years, 91, 92. Now, mind you, this was in like sort of a podunk area in Vermont. Now, Vermont, you know, spread out, and there's lots of little towns and so forth. And this was in Johnson, Vermont. And I don't know if you ever know Vermont area, and maybe some of you, I know some friends of mine that are on here from back in the college days. And I'll never forget, we didn't have any restaurants. There was like one restaurant, one grocery store, one laundromat, one college campus, Johnson State College. That's where I went for the first 2 years. But I remember there was no fast food anywhere. In fact, the closest fast food, I think it was in Morrisville. I can't remember the exact location now. It was a long time ago, mind you. That was in the 90s. So, and now I'm aging myself. So we drove, in college, we drove 20 minutes just to get to a McDonald's. I kid you not. Here's the crazy thing is, and it's a short story. We drove 20 minutes to go to McDonald's, and we fill up on our burgers and fries. You know, college, you could do that sort of thing. I kid you not. On the drive home, now we'd eat there because we drove 20 minutes to get there. So we would eat when you used to be able to eat at fast food restaurants. We could eat in the restaurant. And then on our way home, I'll never forget, I think it was many times, I was hungry by the time I got back to college, by the time I got back to the campus. And I was like, it just made me think man, that wasn't really satisfying. In fact, I really feel terrible. Now I got to go to soccer practice, and that was really, really hard. But it also makes me think of in the complete contrast is a story, and I'm going to share this with you because this is relatable. And I shared with this before, is that I'm a sushi. I really like really good sushi, and I'm not going to share with you my sushi story, but of course I like sushi. So I was looking at, well, who's the best sushi chef? And I kind of wrote some things because I wanted to make sure I remembered his name. And I remember Netflix had this show, and I watched it maybe 6 or 8 months ago, and it was on the most world-renowned sushi chef. And that sushi chef, Jiro J-I-R-O, and it's in Tokyo, Japan, obviously, right? He's still alive, I think I just looked it up. 94-year-old sushi chef, and he's one of the greatest living sushi chefs apparently ever that there ever has been on the face of the earth. So I looked that up a while. I watched the show. It was all on him, and it absolutely blew me away. First off, I think sitting at his table, there might be 10 spots or 8 spots, is like a I want to say 2 to 4 months, 3 to 6 months, kind of a wait list to get on, maybe even longer. You'd have to look it up. It's a little while back. So anyway, the wait list. So you know it's good. You know, like, the satisfying. People are going. Not only that, check this out. They showed the backstory of how he got all sushi, his sushi, and how he was selective of what he chose and his craft and how much time he spent and the effort and the years and years and years of training to perfect his craft, to deliver really great sushi. And on top of that, it's expensive. It's like, I want to say easily $1,000, maybe $1,200. And you're thinking to yourself, holy crap, like $1,000 for a meal. And you know what? Part of me was like, I would love to have that experience. Well, I know it would take a lot of effort, like it took him effort to get to where he's at and to get to the Michelin. That's why I say the Michelin star level. I think he's like one of the only sushi chefs at a Michelin star level status. And what's really, really crazy is that it's like booked out. People are going, they go and appreciate. There's a value that goes with that. There's a satisfaction that goes with that. That's not really the same as my McDonald's experience in college. So, and it's really like, and when I was reading about it, and here is like an unforgettable experience, how he puts this passion and love into his craft. You know, I wrote some things down. There's limiting seating. You know, sitting down, your sit down experience, like fast food, you drive through and you take it out and you eat it on your way home, or you eat it in 10 minutes. It's like a 2 to 3 hour experience, and you have to book weeks in advance. You have to obviously make a reservation. You don't typically have to make a reservation for fast food. And, you know, you have amazing, like the best service. If you think of any kind of Michelin star or 5-star restaurant service, like the best of the best, right? So I'm going to ask you this. Things that we're hungry for. So think about this. The things that we're hungry for, are we chasing after things that are more like fast food hunger and satisfying our hunger pains by fast food? And not just related to fast food, just related to all kinds of food. You can talk spiritual food, you can talk, you know, all the other foods that are out there, all the things that we consume. Or are we looking for more of that Michelin star experience? And that's what I want to ask you is your hunger making you hangry? And I would say chances are, and now let's just relate this to health. Let's just relate this to what I'm dialed into. And I've been dialed into, maybe not quite to the level, I'm not 94, but for the past 25 years, I'm dialed into what it takes to get somebody healthier and on a healthier path and give them exactly what they need, nutrition-wise, exercise-wise, accountability, all those things, answer questions. And I have to ask is like, when it comes to your hunger of any of those things, are the things that you keep going back to and you continue to be hungry causing you hangry because you're looking for the fast food approach? And I'm going to tread lightly on this because I just started and it just really made me want to share this message because I'm just literally dropped a 21-day challenge. And the 21-day challenge, as awesome as it is, and in the time I spent into putting this together, it's still only 21 days. If you think in terms of quick fixes and fast foods and think of like the restaurants leaving you satisfied or unsatisfied, are you chasing after things in life? It could be your health, it could be, you know, your wealth, it could be all those things. Are you chasing after things that are just giving you that kind of fast food quick fix? You know, because we're kind of dialed into that right now. A lot of people are angry and mad and frustrated because we can't do some of the things that we're normally used to doing for like quick fixes and the fast food approach. So my question to you is in this: wouldn't it be advisable maybe to look into those things that are more the 5-star Michelin experience, right? And you're like, well, gosh, like, I mean, I personally, if I could go to Tokyo and if I could go and experience it, I would love to experience it. And it be for the experience, an unforgettable experience. And think about this: if you're chasing down stuff the fast food way, you know, the quick fix, the fast food approach, and you're coming up empty, you're coming up hungry, but it's causing you to be hangry. Perfect example. When it comes to my line of work, people looking for the quick fixes, the easy approach. Let's just pop the pill. Let's just have them cut out the fat. Let's just do the cleanse. Let's just do all those things. Don't get me wrong. they're there and they're marketed really, really well for you to believe that it's the solution. That's all you need. Just like the fast food, you just need that $5 family pack food, whatever it is. That's it. You can come get it quick, and you can have it. Boom, boom, boom. And then it not only leaves you unsatisfied, it leaves you with a bad taste in your mouth. It leaves you feeling disgusted, feeling lethargic, feeling feeling heavy, feeling bloated, feeling guilty, feeling sorry for yourself, all those types of things. And you may not, maybe this message isn't for you if you're dialed into fast food and you like the quick fixes and all those things, and that's kind of what you've been living your life on, and that's working for you, cool. If that's working for you, again, this message probably isn't for you. But if you've done those and you found all those fast food approaches have been leaving you not only hungry, unsatisfied, but they've been leaving you hangry. Now you're mad and you're pissed off. And you're realizing, man, I keep going around and around and around the merry-go-round that just keeps leaving me unsatisfied and angry. And now I'm just in a process of giving up. I'm here to share with you, please don't give up. I guarantee you when that Hiro Ono, whatever, Yoko Ono, Hiro Ono, when he started out, he probably wasn't a 5-star Michelin chef. He's 94 years old. He's taken his whole life and worked his whole life around what he was passionate about. It's one of the things that for the past 25 years of my life, I'm no 5-star Michelin sushi chef. But when it comes to coaching, when it comes to putting people in the path they need to go on to get healthier, to lose weight, to get their life so that they can start to feel like a 5-star Michelin restaurant. In other words, to feel satisfied, to have that experience. Like we talk about weight loss. My challenge talks about losing 21 pounds in 21 days. And on the surface, that looks great. And I know some people may need to lose a lot more than 21 pounds. And some people may only need to lose 2.1 pounds. And it is only being 21 days, is to just think in terms of what it is right now in your life, whether it be health or something other related. What it is right now that's leaving you hungry, leaving you hangry. And maybe it's time to turn into a different direction. I think all the word's been overused now. It's been kind of like a song that just gets played over and over and over about pivoting. Well, what happens when you pivot? You have to actually move from one direction to another. You pivot. I used to play basketball and I wasn't very good, but I pivot and you turn and you'd be able to go in a different direction. Pivot and push the ball, move your body in one direction. Pivot doesn't mean you stand still and you stay stuck. It means you're actually moving, transitioning. So maybe right now in this season when you're feeling stuck or you're feeling hungry, you're feeling hangry, you're at a loss, things suck right now. And it could be related to your relationships. It could be related to your work. It could be related to your health. If it's related to your health, you have the ability to make a change, to pivot and move, to change the direction that you've been going on, to get out of, literally and figuratively speaking, the fast food approach to your health, and to get on a more of a Michelin star approach. Don't you want to go through, if you have 20, here's what I talked about this the other day with coaching clients coming back into my program. And we talked about how much time is left. And a lot of us have family members who are in their next stage of their next season, their later stages of life that are struggles. Some are passing away. And I'm sorry if you've had a loved one that's older pass away. And we don't know, while we don't know what our time is left on this planet, on planet Earth, is we do know, and you do have the choice to go in a direction that's more in a 5-star or Michelin approach, or you can go down the fast food method. And if you listen to the story, if you didn't, you need to go back and listen to the fast food approach, where you're leaving yourself unsatisfied, maybe feeling lethargic, energy, feel bad about yourself, heavy, bloated, all those types of things. Does that make sense? I hope this resonated with you, and I hope it doesn't discourage you. In fact, I want it to encourage you to chase after your dreams, chase after your best health, chase after your best relationship, chase after, you have to go after it. Like Hero did, became his Michelin star. He became one of the best sushi chefs in the world because he was chasing after what was passionate to him. Now, if you're passionate about fast food, if you're passionate about being broke and having crappy relationships, continue down the fast food direction. Faith. I didn't even share anything about faith this morning, and I'm going to finish with that. Here's the beautiful thing about faith. This is the one thing that I found you can have both when it comes to faith, or when it comes to hungry and being satisfied and full. The best thing that I found, one of the amazing things that I've learned in being a Christian man, and coming into my faith about 10 years ago, is that while I'm pursuing Jesus, I can have all of him right now. There's a fast food Jesus and a 5-star Michelin Jesus. In other words, fast food in the sense that it's not unsatisfying, but he can come into my life right now. And he can fill me up right now with everything I need for today, right now, immediately. Now, is it all the things that maybe I want? Not necessarily. He's not I heard this the other day, a jackpot Jesus. You don't just pull the lever on the slot machine and say, "Come on, Jesus, give me the gold coins all the way across. Give me the stars across. Let me hit the jackpot." I'm not talking that. But the coolest thing is, all it took me is just accepting him into my life and having all of him. And to know that this approach, at least for me personally as a Christian, is I want to, and hopefully am guiding in his direction, being pursued by him and pursuing him for my entire life. That Michelin star, there's nothing more amazing than that. So again, whether you have faith or not, you can still pursue your 5-star, your Michelin direction in your life, or you can just continue doing your kind of fast food approach and leaving yourself unsatisfied. It's up to you. I don't know where you're choosing, but I know what I'm choosing. If you want to come along with me, if you need help with your health, you need to reach out to me. If you want more information on the 21-day challenge, it really is just a starting point. Maybe that could be exactly what you need to get started working towards that Michelin star kind of direction in your life. So anyway, I hope this found you well. If it did, all I ask, this is it. This is the only thing I ask. Now, again, you can follow me if you want more information on my coaching, 𝐓𝐇𝐄 If you want to know more about the challenge, you can look it up. I've been posting it. It's in my cover page. You can click on it. There's a link to learn more about the challenge. Sign up. It's a free challenge. Again, you still have to take action to sign up for it if you want to be a part of it. But in all essence, the daily dose of encouragement is truly to encourage you. And if this message encouraged you, all I ask is that you share it with somebody that could use some encouragement today. So that's it. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. with more of the Daily Dose. Take care. Thank you so much for watching right now. I appreciate all the eyeballs. I appreciate even those that don't engage, don't interact, those that are coming on later, that are coming on the replay. Maybe you're at work, maybe you're just getting up, maybe your time zone's different and you're catching this at a different period of time. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'm encouraged by each and every one of you. 51 days and counting. Take care and have a blessed day. We'll see you.